Good morning to you, lovely Earth Angels. This is Pip Coleman coming in to do the Find Your Soul show for today, February the 3rd. It is, I think. Yes, it's February the 3rd. It's good that I know what day it is. And sometimes that happens, doesn't it, when we are just finishing our sort of holiday season and we start to go back into the normal everyday routine and we forget what day it is. But welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the new moon in Aquarius and setting your new moon intentions for the month. So the new moon was just a couple of nights ago, actually, on the 1st of February. So this time is a really good time to be writing your intentions, setting down those plans for the month. And one of the things that I talk about particularly with setting intentions and writing goals and things, is to write them out as monthly goals. And that way you can feel like you're achieving them a little bit more easily. You can get excited, you can try something out for a month and see how it goes. So if you're wanting to, particularly this month, if you're wanting to attract love, for example, romance, if you're wanting to bring in a new partner or bring some more romance or into your current relationship, this is the month to do it, because the new moon in Aquarius is all about that, bringing in, setting new intentions. And the month of Feb is all about Valentine's, the Valentine's energy, that love energy. So combining those two things together is a great idea. So if you're wanting to create some love in your space. Now, one of the things that the new moon in Aquarius in particular is all about being open to change. So this is beautiful, one of Yasmin Boland's cards from her Moonology manifestation deck. And this card says open to change. So the new moon in Aquarius in particular, the energy is all about being open to change. So this card is all about big changes being forecast, and you need to let events unfold with as little steering as possible from you. So try to think of your situation from a different angle, be open, be even a little bit aloof about, things at the moment, and just allow things to unfold. This card's really especially good for matters relating to friends, networks, a wish coming true, science, tech, or online dating. So that was what I was saying about this month being about, you could focus on love. It's a really good time to focus on love and in that space. So being yourself is really important, but it doesn't mean that you have to be lonely. And, a group of people rather than one person may be the ones to help you. So be aware that moving into a space of groups is really good this month for that, to help you with being open to change, to help you with bringing in that energy of love and connections, networks, self-love, that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to call in the Archangel Uriel and do a little mini Archangel prescription for you to help you to kind of get some new insights, get some inspiration around that energy of the new moon in Aquarius, because the Archangel Uriel is the cerebral archangel. He's the one that helps you kind of envision new things. So being open to change, we need to be also aware that we need to be in that space of receptivity in terms of, being ready. So I'm going to help call in Archangel Uriel for us today. And also you can call in the energy of the planet Uranus, which is the guiding sign of Aquarius, and it's all about independence and revolution. So one of the things that you can do when you're working with the archangels and with the energy of the moon is to light a candle and make this a little ritual, preferably silver for this particular energy of the new moon in Aquarius, and ask Uriel for his help with viewing life compassionately and also dispassionately so that you can stay cool under any pressure. And your affirmation, I've put the affirmation in the little blurb for you. Your manifestation affirmation for this month is there is only one me, and it's safe to be me, and I love me. And that might be a bit hard for you to say. You might think that's a bit weird. I don't want to say, I love me. And that's something that we, Louise Hay always talked about when she did her moon mirror work. She would say, stand in front of the mirror and say to yourself every day, I love you. I love you, Pip. I love you, Mary. I love you, Louise. I love you, so that you can practice feeling the energy of love for yourself, because we need to come from that space of self-love before we can give love freely and openly to other people. So if you're struggling with saying I love you to yourself, then that's a little affirmation that you can practice. It's safe to be me, and I love me. There's only one me. So that's a nice one to do. So before we do the Archangel prescription, I just wanted to give you some new moon questions that you can journal on as well. So this moon is bringing in that space of change. What would you like to change? So if you've got your journal handy or a piece of scrap of paper, then you need to have a look at these 3 questions for the new moon in Aquarius. The first one is, which structures in my life do I need to smash down and break free from? Coming in that perspective of being open to change. What structures in my life do I need to smash down and break free from? And they might be, you might like to work through, in your relationships, in your work, your life purpose, your spiritual practice, your health. Cover all those bases. Second question for this Aquarius new moon is, do I believe in my own abundance? And if not, how can I change that? Do I believe in my own abundance? And if not, how can I change that? So coming from that perspective of abundance being equal to how do we feel about ourselves? That our net worth equals our self-worth concept. If you've not heard of that before, then send me a DM and I'll let you know how that works. But there's a lady called Nancy Levin who wrote a wonderful book called Worthy, and she talks about that concept of your self-worth equals your net worth. So if you are not believing that you're worthy, then your abundance, your money, your prosperity will reflect that. So your level of feeling worthy will be equal to how much money you have, which is a very interesting concept. And the third question is, have I been detached to the point of uncaring, and with who and why? Have I been detached to the point of uncaring, and maybe appearing uncaring? You might not actually be uncaring. It might just be that you appear that way. With whom and why? So making sure that you're being aware when you're, maybe putting too much distance between somebody, putting up a wall between you and someone else, maybe you've got a shield around your heart that needs to be dissolved because of some old hurts and some old pains and things. So old traumas that need to be forgiven and healed. So those are the 3 questions to journal on for this energy of the new moon, if you are wanting to do that. Because everyone has slightly different things that they do, little rituals that they do at each of the new moons. And obviously you're also setting your intentions for this month as well. So you're writing down what you'd like to achieve, what you desire, what would you like to try? What new things would you like to do? And that is important to do as well at the new moon. So if you would like some tips on how to set your intentions and write down your desires, let me know, because I am doing moon workshops. We just did one on Monday for the new moon in Aquarius, and we're going to be doing another one on the 1st of March for the next new moon. So if you are interested in doing some setting of intentions and you'd like to join me, then please check that out on my I'll put the link in the comments, and you can also go to my website pipcoleman.com and check that out. So let's do this Archangel prescription with Uriel we're working with today. Uriel is the fabulous Archangel that is all about new insights and helping us to heal resentments and unforgiveness. He gives us new insights, he gives us wisdom, he gives us new ideas. So his aura color is a yellow, like a pale yellow color. So that's the color that we're going to be calling in around us, and we're going to be calling in his energy today. So the Archangel prescription that I'm using is the one that I wrote and recorded for this beautiful spiritual discovery journal, which you can get on my website as well, in the website shop. And this has 12 amazing, 12 amazing authors, teachers, who have given you some incredible journaling tips. And this happened in 2020, actually, this amazing journal. And so each of those different teachers did a different way of journaling for each month of the year. So it's undated and you can start anytime. And I have them on my website shop if you want to check that out. If you'd like to try a different type of journaling each month, just to, switch it up a little bit, and maybe you'll find the way that works best for you. So if you'd like to close your eyes, I'm going to read one of the Archangel prescriptions and take you through the Archangel Uriel prescription today. So closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and sitting in your chair, or you can lie down if you want to. And as you take a minute to sit quietly, taking 3 deep breaths. So breathing in through the nose and breathing out. And if you want to put your hand on your heart, you can put your hand on your heart. And breathing in through the nose and breathing out. And a 3rd time, breathing in through the nose and breathing out. And imagine in your mind's eye a glowing pale yellow angel feather in the palm of your hand. See that pale yellow angel feather in the palm of your hand. Feel the gentle tingling energy of Archangel Uriel's pale yellow aura. As you focus on your hand, you can feel that tingling sensation as the pale yellow feather sits gently, softly in your hand. And now visualize anyone who you're feeling resentful or unforgiving towards. That might be family, friend, your boss, work colleague. Maybe it's yourself. Anyone who you're feeling resentful or unforgiving towards. And now surround both of you in a bubble of pale yellow light. And see the light moving between your stomach and theirs. From the solar plexus to solar plexus. That beautiful yet pale yellow light of Archangel Uriel surrounding you as a bubble, the two of you, and moving between both of your stomachs. This process helps bring forgiveness into the relationship. It also gives you wisdom, understanding, and insights about each other. Feel that energy moving between you and around you. See, feel, and sense the pale yellow aura of Archangel Uriel infusing you and the other person. The energy moving between you and the other person is bringing forgiveness into this relationship. Giving you both wisdom, both understanding, and insights about the situation and each other. Make note now of what you see, feel, or sense. Do you feel guided to communicate with that other person in a new way? And now take another deep, relaxing, soothing breath into the belly. And breathing out. And coming back into the space where you started this Archangel prescription. Feeling your feet on the ground, wiggling your fingers and toes, and opening your eyes when you're ready. Welcome back. And that Archangel prescription is, as I said, in my section, my beautiful Archangel section of the Spiritual Discovery Journal, which is available on my website in the store. And it's in the Archangel section of the journal, so you can work with all the archangels, and there's an individual archangel prescription for each one. And if you're not already signed up to my newsletter, you can actually sign up to my newsletter on my website, and you get the 15, one for each archangel. You get the 15 archangel prescriptions as a gift, as an audio, as a 2 or 3 minute audio. And that is something cool that you could listen to each day, or depending on what your issue or concern is, you could actually pick the archangel that would help you with that issue or concern. If you're not someone who likes to read, then you might like to listen, which is amazing. And thank you for listening to me today. This is the Find Your Soul show. And each week we go through what the moon energy is for that week. I give you a tip or a tool or some skills. We talk a little bit about the energy of what's coming up in that week. And we also have a conversation. So it's lovely to have you here. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in the comments below and I will answer them later. Or you're welcome to send me a DM and ask me if you have a private question that you don't want to put in the group. That's absolutely fine. More than happy to do that. And then the other thing to remember too is that if something comes up for you in these little conversations that we have each week, and you start to think that you'd like to work with me on a deeper level, maybe you'd like to do some coaching, maybe you'd like to, dive into a little bit deeper into what's your purpose. You know, if you're not happy in your work and you feel like you need to change, if you're, on that path of spiritual awakening and you're needing somebody to help support you and take you to that deeper level, if you're struggling with your relationships and you need some easy tools to, do some personal development so that you can work better in your relationships, or maybe you've lost sight of your purpose and you want to create a more fulfilling life, then maybe the Divine Alignment Coaching Program is for you. Maybe we need to have a conversation about getting you back in touch with and remembering your divine aligned self and how to bring that into your daily life on a regular basis, because that's what I do. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. That would be amazing. Please feel free to get in touch with me if you have any questions. It's been lovely as always. I look forward to seeing you next week for our next Find Your Soul show. This has been Pip Coleman. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.